don't see nothing. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's the XRP Agent. Welcome to the show. All right, I see everything. Just making sure. Had some technical difficulties. All right, it shows I'm live. There we go. And I don't see. All right, there we go. I'm live. All right. Hey, everyone. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Hope y'all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I had a little mini vacation. But before I forget, let me do a little quick shout out to my boy XRP Viking. Now, I'm streaming. Now he's streaming. So if y'all don't know XRP Viking, he has 49 members, subscribers. Go over there, like his channel, subscribe, um, show your support for the XRP community. Much love, good sir. All right, back to over here. All right. So let me send myself a hi. Ho 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 ho. So make sure everything is working correctly. It looks like I have a longer than normal delay on my system. There I go. All right. So it looks like, let me use Streamlabs. All right, it looks like we have two people viewing. So whoever the other viewer is, hey, how you doing? Leave a comment below, introduce yourself, so that way we know who we talking to. All right. So I'll give it a few more minutes before I do the introduction. But while that's happening, let me play with my information here. Okay, I was gonna watch that. I'll watch that later. Oh, that's one of my books. We don't need to see that. Put that over. Where are you going? Put that over here. Viking. Hey. Kill that right quick. Messages. See what kind of messages I got. Like a message. Okay, bullish family. Woohoo! Bullish family. If anybody would like to check me out after XRP Viking goes off air, Viking. You could check me out on the XRP channel. I'm gonna have to edit that. Let me see. Whoops. Alrighty then. So, how many people we have on the live stream now? We have 3. Hey. Okay. What's up, Crypto Nation? How you doing, good sir? Thanks for visiting. I really appreciate it. What's new with you? Anything good with you? I like that little logo, 589. That's cool. All right, we have 5 viewers. Uh-oh, got some more people. Introduce yourself. I'm not shy. Let me see. Yep. Shows I have 5 people. Cool. Yeah, so we have a little bit of green today. What y'all think about? Get about that. Hey, Darcy. How you doing? Betty? Well, hey, Betty. How you doing today? What's up, Betty? You just left you on Dad. Yep. Okay. Hey. Let me see. All right. Since we got a few people, let me hit my introduction. Y'all want me to hit my introduction now? Still dreaming of that big payday? Of course, good sir. But I'm patient. I'm willing to wait because all good things goes to those who wait. And I'm going to get into it. I was talking to some ladies yesterday that was asking me about cryptocurrency. And I asked them, do you know about XRP? And they were like, XRP? No. But I heard about Bitcoin. I was like, yeah, oh, okay. Have you heard about the Fed now? No. I was like, no. Well, you got a lot to learn. But let me do my intro right quick. All right, let me see. Everybody, welcome to the show. This is the XRP Agent. And stay tuned. We're going to get into it. If I don't watch the intro and click live, I'm like trying to be fancy dancy. All you see is a black screen. So I'm still trying to still hook it up. As you can see, it's a little delay. Man, I just love technology. All right, let me read the chats. Yes, you are so right. Wait till some. Yeah. Thanks, Betty, for that comment. Because XRP Ripple, Ripple the company is integrated with all these banks and financial institutions. You can just, turn everything on or flip the switch overnight. You have to make sure everything's working because you're dealing with people's money. And, one thing my father always told me is like, hey, the worst 2 things to get you in trouble is infidelity and mess with somebody's money. It kills friends, family, relationships. So if you mess with somebody's money, you're gonna be in trouble. So they Ripple the company, and Brad Garlinghouse, he did that peanut butter manifesto, and he was like, hey, I wanted to make sure that this company is laser focused on global payments, and in that way, once we get this problem solved, we can branch out on other things. But first, we're gonna make sure that we eat the elephant one bite at a time, one day at a time. It's like the compound effect. I love using that analogy. You just keep on just knocking it down over and over again until it gets bearable, and before you know it, it's taken care of. You know, that's how I look at it, and I believe that XRP is like bamboo. Now, why would I say that? Who out there knows why would I say XRP is like bamboo? Let me check the comments. Betty. Oh, that's so cool. Intro. I like it. Well, hey, thank you. I can't remember his name offhand, but in my description, I believe it's in my live description as well. When I go live, it has the person's name that allowed me to use it, because when I first saw it, because I was like, hey, I need to have something cool for my intro. And when I saw it, I was like, oh man. And then I heard this other guy that's pretty good with editing and stuff to make my graphics on the side to match the XRP graphics. So that's how I came with that. Um, Spanish Fly, welcome to the house, Spanish Fly. You are so fly. I'm Cordy. Um, Darcy, hi Fly. Oh, she's saying hi Fly. Hi Darcy, Spanish Fly. Hello all. Hit the like and subscribe. Yes, yes. I really like those likes and subscribe. Chinese bamboo. Exactly. I know BC bamboo doesn't show for 5 years and then it shows up all of a sudden. Betty. Oh man, you're the smart one. Betty, why don't you have a blue coat? I don't understand. There you go. And Spanish Fly, you look kind of naked too. Let me dress you up a little bit. Boom. Let me know how y'all like your new attire for Christmas. Everybody, I'm announcing 2 new moderators. Betty A and Spanish Fly. Woohoo! Congratulate them. Woohoo! Be good with your powers. Don't use your powers unwisely. So, yes, it's like they're working on their root system, XRP, the Ripple, the company. I keep on saying XRP, but yes, they have to make sure that the foundation is laid, the pipe and the plumbing is working seamlessly, because the XRP ledger has not had one misfire or non transaction go through on the ledger. Everything is working smoothly. It's perfect. So they want to make sure make sure it goes over to the financial institution when they're dealing with the money. Is no hiccups and stuff. Now Swift, I think they got like a what's that, a 6 to 25% error ratio. I'm not sure, but I don't like those kind of odds. So, but yeah, once everything gets laid, and it still might be another year. I'm like, hey, I'm cool at 22 cents. Right now, XRP is at 22.5 cents. I'm still pretty cool with 22 cents for another year. I'm not overly extended, but I'm still accumulating, because with the poverty in the world, if you haven't, please check out one of my first videos. It's not one of my first, but maybe like the first 5 videos. I'm in the LA, and I went into downtown LA, Skid Row, and I was walking around, and I was like, with the great wealth transfer, once XRP blows up and it's $10,000 a coin or higher, and I always say that $10,000. I'm bullish. I already know it's designed for that, and I'm claiming that, in the name of Jesus. Don't know how y'all feel, but hey, I'm a faith man, and no shame in my game, so I'm not gonna apologize for it. But it doesn't make no sense that we're in the wealthiest country in the world, especially if you put in all the money you want, and with quantitative easing. Why is they're homeless in the world? I was like, no, if I had a printer, I could print all the money in the world. You could build stuff, you can have some kind of system that takes care of these homeless people. And I know a lot of them may be on drugs or have mental issues and different things like that. Is this turning into a rant? I don't know. But my father was in the military. You know, he was one of the first black Marines. And when he got out, a lot of his friends that he served with, you know, had issues. Maybe a limb has been amputated. Maybe they didn't come back the same because of all the stuff that they seen. And you can't integrate into society when you have that, you know, go through the things that they go through, and it's unimaginable. And you have to take care of the people that we wouldn't, you know, I know everybody's all over the world that's probably going to watch this, but we wouldn't have the luxury we have if it wasn't for our veterans. And I know I'm going off on a tangent, but I just want to share this with you. I was watching Private Ryan with my father. My father passed away like 9 years ago. He was 83, but he taught me a lot of things. And we was watching Private Ryan together, and he was telling me in the beginning part of Private Ryan, it was a soldier talking to another soldier, and when he turned back around, this soldier's head was like blown off. Whoa, whoa! I heard that. What's that? We got a new subscriber or like or donation. So, but I'm going to look at the comments in a second. I just want to finish my thought. When he looked, you know, he said that's exactly how it was in real life in the war. The director of that movie brought back so much memories from my father. My father was on the verge of crying because he was like, I remember my friend. I was talking to him, turned around, and, you know, he wasn't there no more. You know, he passed away. And it was just like that. So life is too short, and when XRP blows up, I want to be in a position where I can help as many homeless people or people in need as I can. So I apologize for going on the rant. Let me check the message. Woo, a lot. Okay. So be patient with me. Wow, I've never been a wrench before. Well, congratulations, Betty. You earned it. Not sure what to do with that. Well, if somebody's acting crazy or something, I believe you can just time them out and stuff. One of my first wrenches was from Alex Cobb, and I never really used it. It was so many other people would, you know, use their power of the wrench, you know. So I was like, well, okay. All right. Woohoo! Christmas lady and Christmas tree. Thank you. I need to do though. I need to learn how to do those special icons when you're sending messages. Okay, Crypto Nation 589. Hey BC Matrix. Okay, Fly. BC Matrix. Hey, welcome to the stream, BC Matrix. How you doing? I got my coffee cocoa, so it's just about gone. All right, Betty, nice to meet you guys. Hey, Crypto Nation. All right, Betty. Crypto Nation. Good for you, XRP Agent. Woohoo! Yes, all for Jesus. Amen. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Betty, have a great vision. Betty, you have a great vision. Well, thank you, thank you. James Malpass, what's going on in here? What's up, James? How you doing? It's an honor, good sir. Hey, I'm just talking crypto. About to go in over in the price, and I just like talking to other people with the XRP community, because I was watching, what was his name? Sorry guys. Um, let me see. Let me see. XRP. Um, what was his name? Oh, I just got so much stuff on my head. Mr. B XRP mentioned him, and did he say he is doesn't like crypto anymore? What was his name? Maybe y'all like know what I'm referring to. You're lurking. James Malpass, how are you? Let me see. Man, he says when his introduction is hello XRP. So, man, I'm sorry. I forgot. Let me see. Let me go to Mr. B. Hey, now, have you ever have you ever had something on the tip of your brain and you couldn't do anything until you remembered what it was? That's me. All right, let me because I was gonna watch Mr. B's new video, but I hadn't got around to it. But what threw me off was the beginning part.
But before we get started, I wanted to acknowledge that DM Logic released a short video.
DM Logic, that is.
Announced to the XRP community that his moving on to other investments in the digital asset realm have nothing to do with his disinterest in XRP. He is convinced that XRP is a done deal, and he's moving on to try and find that next diamond in the rough.
Now, go back to my live stream. Have y'all heard about that? Because I went on his YouTube channel because I like his videos. I like his point of view, but maybe he said that in Twitter. And I'm running real estate. I'm doing different things, so I'm not like 100% focused on the cryptocurrency and XRP. Maybe like the most of the community. But I love XRP and I love crypto and I love where the blockchain technology is going. But I still have to handle my business and do other things. But when I hear stuff like that, I'm like, wait a minute. He was so bullish. Now he's like, it is DM Logic getting tired of the low price and selling out. Let me know in the stream. Now I'll check the stream now. We're blah. Hey, welcome to the stream, BC Matrix. We're booming soon. James Malpass, yeah, fly, blah, 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 blah. This XRP never sleeps. Yes, Spanish Fly, we never sleep. That's Malpass, no time to sleep on your weekend. All right, building the first Lizzie River on the moon. Lazy River on the moon, that's cool. James Malpass, you're talking about DM Logic. Yes, James Malpass, he didn't say he didn't like crypto, just said he wasn't going to do any videos on XRP. Now, error. What? More information. I just have a big bright yellow error. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming, as such viewers may experience buffering. When I ain't moving enough, or something happened with my stream. Let me know if y'all see a error in my stream. I still see me moving on my end, but he says more XRP. He's going to do videos on. Now, why is DM Logic stop doing videos on XRP? Why? is he's upset with the price because it's low. Now, we all know that once everything gets laid out, like I mentioned before, Chinese bamboo, after 5 years, you nurture it, water, nurture it, water it after 5 years. Once it builds up the roots to support how tall it gets, then it'll shoot up and blow up. We've seen XRP price blow up overnight. There's been times where I've seen it, wake up in the morning, I'm like, ooh, 25% gains, 30% gains. We know it's coming, but we also know that the market is manipulated and tied right now 67.74% to Bitcoin because of Bitcoin dominance. So if somebody's manipulating Bitcoin, it's going to affect everybody. So, yes, we have times where the XRP, does its own thing and separates, but I just don't understand it. It seemed like he was so rock solid, but I don't know. Maybe somebody could explain it to me. Videos, Spanish Pod, right? It looks good. Looks good from here. Okay, thank you. So the video looks good from here. Okay. Now is my sound quality's good? Because I know last time it was like low. So if I need to turn up the sound, let me know. But I have the mic close to me. So, no problem. He said there is nothing left to say. He knows it's big winner, so he wants to be early on the next gem. Oh, okay. So basically, he still has faith in XRP, but he's going to put his efforts in looking into the next big thing. Okay. All right. To me, that's like Warren Buffett says it's always good to diversify and everything. I get that. But if he's looking for something to be as big as XRP, I think that's pretty much going to be impossible. Yes, there's going to be some more projects. It's going to be big. But I think, in the most part, XRP is pretty much it. And when people say, oh, well, you need to diversify and stuff like that, this is how I feel. I'm not really what you call a typical investor. When I got introduced to the crypto market, it was a person at the office that, like, oh, you should get into this crypto. You get interest every day. BitConnect, that's what it was. And when he first told me about it, I started thinking about Bitcoin way back in the day and back then it was advertised Bitcoin was for drug dealers and money laundering and all this nonsense. And then, but I did hear it blew up one time or whatever, but I wasn't really open to it at the time. But then when he was talking to me about Bitcoin, oh, you can get interest on your money and this and that and that and this, and he was showing me all this stuff, and I was like, show him respect, because like every time I bump into him, he was like throwing it down my throat. I'm like, all right, let me check into it. Let me do my own research, and if I like it, I'll let you know. If I don't like it, I don't like it. I'm a real estate agent. I'm in sales. When you talk to somebody, it's two things. It's either one or two things going to happen. You're going to sell them on what you're going to sell them on, or they're going to sell you on what they're going to sell you on. And for the longest, I was like, no. I'm like, all right, well, what does it hurt to look into it and see, what opportunities are out there? So I looked into it. And when I looked into it, I found out very quickly, in my opinion, that it was a scam. But when I did the research on that, it got me looking into Bitcoin. Bitcoin, I wasn't really a fan of. I was like, well, how these people are making money on the Bitcoin. I know about, everybody's getting excited and they buy into it, like the flower, the tulip, and they raise the price up and then it pops and then the price go back down and the smart ones walk away millionaires. But one thing I found out was, oh, blockchain. So that's when I was like, started like thinking, well, because I always try to look down the line. I was like, wow, if this blockchain is the way they say it is, you can use this real well with real estate. And I think it was like a year and a half ago or 2 years ago when I got into it. It was before no, it was after the boom. So it was like everything was settling down. It was like 2018, I believe, the first part of 2018. Everything was coming back down. So when I first got into cryptocurrency, I was like, oh well, let me start in the Bitcoin. It was still around about like, I think, $12,000, $15,000, where I was buying me little pieces and stuff, and it kept on going down. And then I was like, oh my god. Well, I'll check the comments in a minute. I was like, oh my god, and I'm like 100% green. I do not know anything about the stock market. And, only thing I knew is like, hey, you invest. If it goes up, you're rich. Goes down, you're poor. But I bought some Bitcoin and then it was going down and going down. I was like, wait a minute. If it keep on going down, I'm going to lose everything. And then I think one of the first videos that I was watching was Alex Cobb. And he mentioned, oh, you only lose if you sell. I'm like, that was such a big relief because I was like, oh man, I was like, I'm a poor guy. My little change, but that was a big lesson. Do not invest what can't afford, and once I started, looking at different things, I put in a little bit in Ethereum and stuff. And then I heard about Apollo currency, and the guy was like talking about that every day, all day, and like, oh yeah, Apollo currency and this, that, and this. I got excited about that, bought some of that, and I was like, well, hey, you keep on saying this thing going to go up, but it's not going up. But I was still doing my research about other cryptocurrencies, and I ran across XRP. I'm like, wait a minute, this company is actually doing this, that, and this. And then I was like listening to about, oh, well, these privacy coins, they're going to have a hard time when it gets to regulation and stuff like that. So it's not financial advice. Excuse me. But I sold my Apollo currency and I sold my, most of all my Bitcoin and a little Ethereum I had. I was like, swoop, right into XRP. And just been trying to accumulate ever since. All right, let me check the messages. All right, looks good from here, no problem. Malpass, sound good. James Malpass, I brought a good bit. All right, so James Malpass said he bought a good bit in holding for the long term. I think it's a good idea to have a case in case economically goes completely digital. Okay. Oh, okay. James Malpass, y'all talking. Big Connect was horrible. Spanish Fly said, Big Connect was horrible. They hurt so many people and made them get out of crypto. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, learn from your mistakes. Because I learned from my mistakes. I made some big crypto mistakes, but I learned from it. But not with, you know, Not everybody's a bad person. Not all cars are junk. Not all cryptocurrencies, not crappy coins, right? You just like Brad Garlinghouse or David Schwartz says, it's like the cryptocurrencies that's gonna make it is the ones that has use case, value, something of substance. So, um, let me see. James Malpass. Yeah, I like the attitude, man. Oh, you like my attitude? Thank you, thank you. Man, it's like I'll get into that in a minute about my attitude, right? We all have made big crypto mistakes. Yeah. I just said it in a video yesterday. I was get to talking to the young ladies I met yesterday, and we started talking about cryptocurrencies because one of the ladies was asking me about buying a house. But before I get into that, maybe about I think it was last month, the beginning of last month. You know how like you get so used to sending money from your wallet, your ledger uh, to Coinbase and Coinbase to PayPal to your bank account. So I was like nonchalant about it. I got too relaxed and I sent the wrong. I sent the address was right to Coinbase, but the keep on forgetting what that code is. But the somebody help me. What's that code? Um, the little code in the address. Well, that the address code, I left off a number and maybe transcribed the number. So I think it was best that I left out a number because it wasn't enough um, tag. That's it, tag. I didn't have enough numbers for the tag, and I think that's maybe what saved me. But it took them like 48 hours because in the email it says, "Oh, this can take 3 to 6 weeks," but Coinbase was very fast on the response, and within 48 hours or so, they recredit my account with my crypto. But they said, hey, on those certain terms, you need to make sure that you take the time and put down the right information. We will not, in red letters, we will not, um, fix any errors like this again for your account. So, that's like a harsh warning. So I'm like, oh, okay. And then there's been times I believe I shared with the community before where I had a system update on my note, and I was like, wait a minute, this system update is very aggressive. And when I finally um, approved it and installed in my phone logged me out of everything. And then when I logged back into everything, they had all my information. Now I use Google Authenticator thanks to Crypto Dad because he has a tutorial. And if you ever want to learn how to do anything, go to Crypto Dad's YouTube channel. Crypto Dad's YouTube channel. Yeah, this is faster for me because I can't spell that well. So he might even pop up. Hey, that's me. There we go. Crypto Dad. So I'm not gonna play anything, but yeah. So if you want to learn how to do any tutorials or anything, this man is the person to help you. So let me see if we have any comments. All right. What? BC Matrix? I have sent crypto into a black hole before. No idea where it went. Ouch. Man, I'm sorry about that, man. That hurts. Hey, BC Matrix, welcome to the show. Um, crypto, copy and paste is your best friend. Yes. After that, I was like, take the error out of it. Copy and paste. That's what I do. Good watching over you. So glad that Boo Boo worked out well. Okay, Betty, maybe you're talking to somebody else. But all right, so if y'all need any technical um, on how to install, update, or use anything far as crypto, man, he got a gang of tutorial videos and he goes step by step. So, and like this one right here, like recover your Google Authenticator codes when you lose your phone. I have it on my phone, and I also copied the codes on my iPad. And also, I printed out all the QR codes into a secure folder. And I have a secure file that's offline. So I'm kind of dunce and redundant, because when you dealing with, if Bitcoin can go up to $10,000, $20,000 a coin, and you have so many XRP, you don't want to take any chances that you might lose your recovery phrase or your access to get into your accounts. When CKJ was going to swell, and he said he reformatted his phone, I was like, oh man, I hope he didn't use that phone for his crypto. And he, because he's going to have a hell of a time getting back into his accounts. And then later on, he was like, oh no, what did I do? I can't log into my accounts. I was like, no. I was like trying to contact him. He called me. I was like, man, told him what I went through. But he got everything worked out now. But let me check the comments, and then I'll tell you a story about the young ladies. Good wishing you. So, yeah. Oh yeah, you could borrow my iPad for a while. Once I transfer the information to my new one and format my old one. So, amen, Betty. I'm back to put my little one to bed. Hey, Spanish Fly. Well, hey, I'm glad you got little one, Spanish Fly. That's good. You're back. Yeah. So I was talking to some young ladies yesterday, and we was talking about different things. And one of the ladies was asking me about, should she buy a house? I'm a listing agent. I could probably make more money helping people buy property, run them around, and all this other stuff. But I love being a listing agent because you have control of the transaction. There's so many agents out there that's not, well, you can say they could be better. I know, like Mr. B, he's a broker. But I think he's a real estate broker, but he might be a mortgage broker or something. But in his description, I saw that he was a broker. And the way he speaks and talks about different books, like the Purple Cow, that's usually like real estate books or people that's in sales. They study that. But I was talking to the young lady. I was like, well, we're already in the beginning stages of a recession. But if you were to buy a property, I would say buying a fourplex. That way, if something happens with the economy, your hours get cut, or you get laid off or terminated, you still have 3 units to bring in money to help pay the mortgage. And we started talking about crypto, and she's like, well, I'm thinking about getting passive income, because we was talking about my books and my videos for training materials for real estate agents that I conduct. And when I do my videos for my training programs, I do a lot of editing, those ums and ahs and you knows, and I try to make it more professional, because that's why I'm doing these live streams and doing more videos. so that way I could try to be more professional and articulate, like Alex Cobb, CKJ. CKJ, he be clowning himself sometimes, but he came a long way from his first videos. And the modern investor, he's very good. The Working Money channel, I love how they articulate what's on their mind. And when I get more time, I want to get into Toastmasters. But when I was talking to him, we got on the crypto, and I asked him, "Do you know about XRP?" I was like, "No, I know about Bitcoin." And when I started discussing about XRP, they was like, "What? Trump's doing this? There's a federal faster payments task force. There's an executive order." So I did a quick video on XRP for beginners, and when I did that video, it's like, man, it was intended to be a 10-minute video. It ended up a 35-minute video, but like after that video, it's like, well, I'm gonna have to do a part two because it's so much more stuff that I want to let them know, and I couldn't do it in a you know message or column or whatever. So I'm going to be working on that. So let's see what's on the messages over here. All right, James Malpass, gotta run, everyone. Keep up grinding, brother. You have a great positive attitude. You will go a long way on YouTube. Well, hey, James Malpass, before you go, let me give you a wrench, a moderator. Thank you very much. You know, anybody become a moderator, give me that much love. But no negativity in the community. That's I just don't understand it. All right. Bye, James. All right, you too, James. Hey, crypto can't be explained in a short video. It's a lot of info. Yes, Spanish Fly, exactly. And I'm still learning. And one thing I noticed when I rewatched my YouTube from yesterday is I was telling them, I was like, oh, transfer your crypto to your Ledger Nano S. And I was like, they're beginners. And it's like, what I mean when you're in the crypto space. Oh, well, transfer your crypto to the Ledger Nano S. It's not really on the Ledger Nano S, it's in the blockchain, but the Ledger Nano S helps you, it's a key to access your crypto, from the blockchain. So I had to send a message in the description, in the messages, try to explain that. But it's like when I do my XRP for Beginners Part 2, I'll be mentioning that. Also, too, it's like I want to do like an animation showing how XRP works, so it'd be more I'm a visual learner, and I like to explain things in a visual format. So the way I feel XRP works, and I explain it in the video, is like you walk into the bank, give them $500 if they're I'm assuming this example is assuming they're working with Ripple and they're XRP, and they're using XRP for instant global payments. So you give the teller $500, the system automatically buys XRP or converts the current XRP that they have to Mexican pesos and converts into their own bank in Mexico. They have the Mexican peso, or if they don't have XRP, the $500 buys XRP, and the Mexican peso, the American dollar buys XRP. XRP is sold into Mexican peso and gives the bank in the other country the Mexican peso. That's how I believe it works. Am I correct? But it'd be good to have an animation. So if anybody knows how to do that or what program I can use, hey, that'd be greatly appreciated. Then I can like do like many videos of examples, or when I want to explain something, I can do an example. And also too, if there's already a real good detailed version of an example on how XRP works, let me know, because the ones I found still talk about Xspring, Xcurrent, and Xvia, which I know they're no longer in use, and it's all one product. ODL, I believe it's called now. All right, let me check the comments. All right, night Mount Pass. Okay, good night Mount Pass. You going to bed? Yeah, it's 8 o'clock in California. We'll probably start hearing the drive-bys in a few minutes. Let me see. Yes, Crypto Dad is a great teacher. He really breaks it down step by step. Yeah, Betty, you know what's up. I would love an animation of XRP. Yes, and I believe it was somebody a couple months back was doing XRP short stories, cartoons, and they were damn good. But I can't remember the name for the longest. I have 5 viewers. Woohoo! Yeah, maybe somebody can retweet retweet the stream for me in Twitter saying that I'm live, and then maybe in the Bullish family send a message in there that I'm live. I don't know how to do the oh, that's cool. I don't know how to do the message thing yet. Or do I? Let me see. Alright. That's me. Will that be a mess up if I see my own whoops. Cut the video off. Alright, I see my own live stream on my own YouTube channel. Let me go to share. Sorry, everyone. Let me do a copy. Copy. Go to Bullish. And paste. There. And let me see. Share one more time on Twitter. Let me see. I'll just do tweet. And if y'all can retweet it, that'd be greatly appreciated. All right, there we go. All right, let me go back over here. Live stream. Oh no, I don't want that one. Yeah, there we go. All right. 11 in. What's that?
https YouTube https Connecticut.
Oh, okay, 11 are in Connecticut. All right, hey Crypto Nation. So we have you on East Coast and XRP on West Coast. Yeah, I'm on West Coast in Los Angeles, California. and it's 8:02. It's still early for me, so I appreciate y'all. Let me see. East Coast 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, so it's about 11 o'clock for most of y'all out there. East meets West. Yes, tweet it. Oh, well, hey, thank you, Crypto Nation. I really appreciate it. You know what? I like interacting. Like sometimes when I'm watching other people live stream, like Alice Cobb or Brad Kimes. Brad Kimes is funny because when he gets a heckler, he be clowning the mess out of him. I'll be like tripping. But I like when people are doing live streams and interacting with the community, and that's what I like. I tell my little stories or my version of the news or whatever, but I like interacting. I'm thinking about getting like little signs. What y'all think? Get little signs like Spanish Fly, um Crypto Betty A, Crypto Nation 589. I think that'd be a little cute. I'll be like, hey, my wife loves making things. I was like, baby, make little things and like have like little signs. And I was like, all right, let me, put them up. What y'all think? How the digital asset conductor? Well, hey, welcome to the channel, good sir. Everybody, welcome digital asset conductor to the channel. Let me click on you, buddy. And let me see. Go and let me see if I can go to your channel and subscribe. I don't think I've seen you before. It's not letting me go. What? Let me see. I'll probably have to do it after the stream. But hey, digital asset conductor, welcome to the channel. Everybody, be warm and gracious. All right. Well, hey, we've been jawing for a minute. Let me get into the news a little bit. All right. Well, all right. So XRP is still at 22 cents. Now I feel great about it. Now we're in the green mark. Well, in the hour we're red, but in the 24-hour we're still barely in the green. But what y'all think about this 22-cent price? I'm pretty comfortable. Maybe in Christmas it can blow up a little bit, take a little profit, but now coin fair value has XRP at $1.25. It went down a little bit from a couple of days ago. It was like close to 150. Now, just think from the time I've seen this, was it like a week or 2 weeks ago? XRP, does this have like a chart where I can like follow it a little bit? But yeah, like a week or two ago, it was under $1. Now it's growing, So how do y'all feel about that? Because look at this, whatever volume they're measuring or something, it looks like it had a peak on the 3rd. So it's the 3rd now, so it dipped down. But I don't know about y'all, but I'd be excited because I be thinking about what could. Man, I'll be like listening to so many YouTube channels because I'm driving or doing different things. I have YouTube Prime, so I can go to a YouTube channel and turn off the screen, and it'll still play in the background, kind of like a podcast. So I can turn anybody's video, like Digital Asset Investor, or Working Money Channel or Alex Cobb or whatever. I could change it into a podcast because I have my earpiece in my ear and just ripping and running, or if I'm exercising, just listening to XRP news or what have you. But did I forget where I was going to go with this? Oh yeah, but I believe it was today. Was it Mr. B or somebody else was saying is probably a detriment on, you know, dreaming about where the price can go. Well, what you're gonna do when um, XRP blows up? What are you gonna do with the money if if you're gonna turn into a millionaire? And I was like, what's this you saying? It's like in real estate sales or whatever, and from the Bible it says, hey, have faith, confess what you want, and if you believe, it will be yours. And you know, I have a swing in the backyard. Sometimes I'll be relaxing, and I think it's very good and healthy to imagine. My wife calls me crazy, but I have this house in View Park. I think it's View Park or Windsor Hills, and it's over a $350 million property. It has a 360-degree view of Los Angeles, downtown LA. You could see the Hollywood sign, the observatory, the ocean, Torrance, Compton. Um, you can see the planes flying in to land at LAX. You can see the ocean from this house, and it's beautiful. And I imagine myself there. When I go work out, I run up the hill, and also it's tied, down the street. You have a gate that unlocks. It goes into Kennesaw Park because it's kind of like it's not a private gated community, but it's kind of like a secure gated community, and has their own neighborhood watch. But I think it's healthy to envisage yourself that, hey, if it's hard for you to to really understand the price, and it's hard for you to see the price this low, just imagine, well, hey, all I have to do is work on being patient. And I think Mr. B, I think he said it best. I believe it was one of his tweets. All we have to do is be patient and keep accumulating. That's all we have to do. Because just think of, if you go back in time, look at the time frame from Bitcoin, from when it started until when it blew up. It wasn't like a year, 2 years. I think it was like about 4 years or 5 years or something before it blew up. People that's more into the community or know more about that probably give me the exact time frame. But anytime you're investing, it's going to take time, and I guess our work is being patient. So I'm like, hey, it's good to have a dream. What is your dreams out there? Throw them in the comments about what kind of dreams you have when XRP blows up. Because, like I stated before, one of my dreams is like, yeah, I want to get a nicer house, but not just get a $3 million house. I know when the economy turns, I'm going to pick that bad boy up for around about 225 million, because I know the value, and I know LA real estate market is not too much overpriced, but when the economy downturns, the higher properties, the multi-million-dollar properties is going to take be the first ones to get hit with the price falling, and also they're going to have the best reduction in price. So if the economy tanks or whatever, the multi-million-dollar properties are going to stay on the market longer, and then also they're going to go down anywhere from $200 to $700,000. Usually it's around about 200,000 all the way up to $700 to $800,000 in price reduction, depending on the area. Beverly Hills, all the more expensive neighborhoods and stuff like that, they be the first one to take the price hit. So let me check the comments. All right, let me see. I'm waiting 20 cents to buy a lot more. Okay, Crypto Nation says he's waiting for 20 cents to buy a lot more. I'm not a fan of coin fair value. Oh, okay. Why you're not a fan of coin fair value digital asset conductor? Now, coin market cap, coin fair value. To me, this is just a guide. This is just something. I don't know their metrics. I don't know how they're doing whatever, but it's something to be like, oh, okay, this will be a price down the line. I'm thinking when XRP goes up, it's gonna fly past 124 or whatever dollars, but it's in my opinion, it's just a gauge because everything is somewhat manipulated, and I feel with the use case of XRP, even though it's not in the production right now in full scale, it should be way higher than 22 cents. But who am I? But I would love to know your reasons why you don't like coin fair value. All right. Okay, yeah, I think it's a negative for new investors. Okay. Um, Another FOMO deal. All right. Sammy Money. Hey, welcome to the channel, Sammy Money. Hey, if the price drops to 15 cents, I'll stack more bags for sure. See, that's the kind of attitude I like. It's like, hey, you're gonna stack more bags. Exactly. I'm trying to buy more now. I was like, what I got here, I don't need. You know, try to get rid of it. Try to get more. Let me see. TC folks, great job with the channel, XRP Agent. Well, hey, thank you, Digital Asset Conductor. I'm just trying to do my part. I like interacting with the XRP community, and this way, the only time I'm really talking is when I'm cold calling because I'm a real estate agent. I'm cold calling. Hey, this is William May with Century 21. Good morning. When I'm cold calling, it's a script. I know what they're going to say. I know how to come back. And I sound very professional. No ums, ahs, or buts. But when I'm just regularly talking, I'm trying to get more articulate. And I'm trying to get better. And this is my, what do you call that? Toastmasters. So I toast with my coffee. I do have a little cinnamon in here because of my sugar. I'm trying to keep that in check. But I like sugar in my coffee, but I put the cinnamon in there to help that. But let me check the messages. All right. Thanks for the Spanish Fly night, guys. I'm running out of gas, so I'm going to bed. Hey, good night, Spanish Fly. Thank you for popping into the channel. I really appreciate it. Everybody tell Spanish Fly good night. Talk to you soon. Good night. Good night. Sammy Money. I don't need Lambos and multi-million-dollar homes. Just debt free and a small business with a few cribs for residential income. Yes, exactly. And if I didn't say it before, it's like the house I was referring to earlier. I want to pick up that house, but before I even pick up that house, I have to buy some investment properties that's going to have enough income to pay for that house. Just in case something happens or whatever, I want to make sure I have enough um, um, investment properties, you know, single family homes, duplexes, apartment complexes, apartment buildings, where I have passive income, so that way I can have a $2 million house either bought or paid for, or just have a mortgage on and have my investment properties pay it off and write it off in the taxes. Because some other YouTubers was like, oh well, when I blow up with my investments, I'm going to pay off my home and this, that, and that, and this. I feel if you do pay off your home, make sure you have a corporation trust account. Talk to your tax advisor. Look into Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad Poor Dad, because have your property encumbered. Because say you have it paid off. Now, I'm going by out here in LA. LA, California is the land of the lawsuit. You look at somebody wrong, they're going to sue you. It is that crazy, So if you have a claim against somebody, you have all these lawyers to say, hey, me. We'll sue whoever you want to sue, and we won't charge you a dime until we get that money, right? But see, the catch is when they do their background, when they check, say I have an investment property, I have it paid off, right? When they check the taxes, or one of their real estate agents to say, hey, do a title search, or whomever who they have working on their team to see who owns that house, because you tripped and fell, your dog maybe bit them, or hey, like next door to my house, somebody fell off the roof, but from the plot plans, it looked at like my house was next door to that house, but on the corner, the owner of that property had a subdivision, but it was so old it didn't show up on the city plot plan because it just showed one square. The square showed the corner store and the house. So when the lawyer looked it up, they saw one square and the house, that they assumed, oh, well, that house is right next to the store, so that's the person I'm going to sue. So when it looked at like that, I hope I'm explaining it to you right. They were suing me, not the owner, that owned the property next door to the store, that the person fell off the roof and busted his head wide open. So that was an issue. But if it shows that you have money, equity in that property, they're going to take you to court. But if, let's say, you paid off your property, but you have it in a corporation that you own, you can put a lien on that property and also claim taxes on it or whatever. I don't know exactly. Check with your tax. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a tax consultant, but I'm just saying, when I'm thinking, you can claim taxes on it because it's a debt, and since it shows that your property is encumbered, if somebody sues you, they can't take your wealth because you have it locked up like the rich people do. And the only way they can sue you is through your homeowner's insurance or your regular insurance. If you have an auto or whatever, they can only go through the insurance company, and that's like pennies on the dollar for the insurance companies. But if you pay, get you a $1 million house, pay for it all, in California, once somebody sees you have money, they're going to come out the woodwork and just lie and try to take your wealth. And it's your job, and it's not fair. When I had to go to court for them suing me, I had to prove that it wasn't me. I had to spend money to prove that it wasn't me. And when somebody's coming to get you to try to take your wealth, you have to spend money to prove that it's not you. So when you're blowing up your your funds are blowing up in cryptocurrency and you have extra cash, make sure you talk to a tax consultant, a financial advisor. You may think you know what you're doing. I'm pretty good with finances, but when you're dealing with millions of dollars, if it blows up to $10,000 a coin, I'm going to need to talk to a financial advisor. They have financial advisors for multi-million dollar family, billionaire families that deals with wealth, for generation and generation. So, and most of those families, they own, property, land, or whatever. So let me go into the messages and see what's going on. All right. I did Lambos, right? Money. Night, everyone. Crypto Nation. Good night, good sir. TC Bud. Good night on the channel. All right. Good night. Digital Asset Conductor. Crypto Queen. I made it. No sleep. Okay. Hey. Hi, Crypto Queen. Thank you for coming to the channel. Everybody like and subscribe. BC Matrix. Hi, Crypto Queen. All right. You're doing a fine job, mate. Well, thank you, good sir. Really appreciate it. Well, hey, it's been a while. How long I've been on? I don't know how long I've been on, but I appreciate everybody coming out. Oh, well, I could do a video on this other stuff later, I guess. But I just like talking to y'all. Anybody have any final words before I let y'all go? And hey, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your night. I hope everybody's having a good time. Let me see. Sammy Money, welcome to the show. I think I mentioned you before. Anyhow, I gotta run. Have a good night. Well, hey, I'm gonna run in a minute. So, everybody, I appreciate you in the stream. I really enjoy talking to y'all. What do you think? Me having a live stream every night. Well, not every night, but maybe Fridays at 7 o'clock. I think that's a good time frame. That way. Brad Kimes, CKJ, Alex Cobb, everybody else is not online, and that way I can talk to different people. And it's still kind of early for the people back east. Maybe I'll make it 6, but maybe I'll do a tweet and maybe do a gauge and see how it looks. All right, let me see. Betty, hey, how are you doing? This is live stream on a regular schedule. No, I just did a live stream, but I'm thinking about making a regular schedule for Fridays at 7 my time. Right now I'm in LA and it's almost 8:30. So it might be 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30. It might be 12:30, 11:30 for the people East Coast. So maybe I'll do it a little bit earlier. I'm not sure, but I'll feel it out. But maybe start doing live streams on Friday evenings, and maybe if I can work it out in my schedule, maybe 2 times a week or 3 times a week. But let's try it once every week on Fridays. Now, next Friday is the Friday